My father's cloak of religion. Wicked schemes like incest are born from pure evil. How does evil hide itself? Often veiled in a religious cloak of denial. Oh, he was a righteous man. He knew the Bible and went to church. What a great cover story. The man who took my virginity now gets to teach me about God. This religious cult that I was born into offered me nothing but a life of silent obedience. I knew exactly what my father wanted from me. I complied while I lived with him, and, unfortunately, that stench of religion stayed with me long into my adult life. The God of my father is not the God that I know and love today. Here's a blip from The Body Keeps the Score. It says, our most surprising finding was a white spot in the left frontal lobe of the cortex, in a region called Broca's area. In this case, the color change meant that there was a significant decrease in that part of the brain. Broca's area is one of the speech centers of the brain. Skipping forward, without a functioning Broca's area, you cannot put your thoughts and feelings into words. Victims of assault and accidents sit mute and frozen in emergency rooms. Traumatized children, quote, lose their tongues, unquote, and refuse to speak. That's on page 43 in The Body Keeps the Score. After the many assaults I received as a child and into my teen years, my mind easily formed whatever words my father gave to me. My own stories were lost in this form of manipulation. In an attempt to wipe out the damage he had done to me, he flooded me with his religious bullshit and brainwashed my attempts to think for myself. I can be sure that this is why my story was kept hidden for the first parts of my adult life. I can also be sure this is why I stayed with yet another abusive man in my first marriage. The journey to first come out of this religious blinding was my first course of action. Once I pulled that away from the integrity of myself, I was able to find my voice and begin telling my story. I stay far away from any form of religious spirit now. Sometimes I think I use my profanity because, well, firstly, as discussed above, I have not always had meaningful words for what I'm feeling, particularly during a flashback. And secondly, it always keeps the religious assholes away from the door stooped to my soul. Jesus came to testify to the end of any religion as a means to knowing God. He is our freedom fighter.